yeah.
Welcome to the toe in the show. Let's go. Got laughs, got stories, got business too. We get real talk every week for you. The vibes stay high, the energy's true. Ain't no podcast rocking like the toe in the show. Shout out to the special guys holding it down. Right.
Oh yeah!
That's when they come around. Dropping hot takes, keeping the crowd amused. Every Friday at 9, you know what to choose. So turn it up now, let the whole crew know.
Oh shit!
Fuckers don't listen to us. We told you. We was down by 29. We said the game ain't over. And the game's over now. We won.
They heart is gone! They heart is fucking gone! This thing, the fuck out of house!
It's hard.
Woo!
Bro, the whole game, me and you have been saying it's not over till it's
right.
over.
We don't lose in this fucking house.
Ye Tames beat for the mic. Go, go, go.
Fuck y'all. Go home. The fuck out of here.
He said it was the best. Fuck y'all. Go home. Get the fuck out of here. Now, I'm going to say, hold on, Bubbles. My son let me borrow Bubbles. Bubbles. Hold on. But anyways, I'm going to apologize. And I'm going to hope you didn't notice what the hell just happened. Because the intro started wrong. But it's okay because I fixed it. No problem. Good evening. Happy Friday. Welcome to the Total Show. I'm your host, Mr. Am I Mr. Show or Mr. Toe? I'm Mr. Show. Bubbles, hold on, man. It's hot. But anyways, welcome to the Toe in the Show. I'm your host, Mr. Toe. Again, I'm not Toe. I'm Mr. Show. Thank you for vibing with me. I hope everybody's doing good. I got my little cafecito. Secret weapon of the night. We're going to get into some stuff tonight. Again, y'all should have never gave me ideas. Should have never let me be writing down stuff. Tonight we're going to be getting into some, into money, relationship, friendship, getting old, being a man, mental health, everything right there on the board. And you know what? I might have some questions that might actually piss off some people, but I'm gonna do it. I don't give a fuck. We're gonna get right today. Today is the Toe in the Show. We don't hold back. So we're gonna get right into it. Now, I'm gonna ask y'all, you're gonna have to pick a side because some of these questions, they don't have a right side, but let's see. Okay, so I'm gonna start off a little serious. Wait, time out. Toe in the Show. I'm gonna put a little. Let me set the scene. Put a little music before I start asking the questions. Make sure the videos look good. I be liking this chill hop. There you go. Matter of fact, let me take these glasses off. We're gonna get serious. All right. So question number 1. What's one thing you thought would make you happy when you was younger that doesn't matter anymore? Damn. That's crazy because at the same time, the answer is going to be the same. And it's something that actually probably worries most. Something I thought would make me happy when I was younger was money. And I'm pretty sure that's going to be the same case for everybody. Like, you would have dreams of how much you would be making an hour growing up. You would have dreams about your ideal job. Well, you didn't know what your ideal job, because boy, did life switch on everybody when COVID hit, because I don't think nobody wanted to be a podcaster before 2019. And then COVID hit and everybody was home trying to make some money. everybody was working from home. Everybody was making movies from home. Everything was happening from home. So everybody got into podcasting. Even though I think me and Toe did before that. But anyways, back to what I was saying. I thought growing up, I thought the more money you made, the easier life was. Which is, it kind of is true. It does happen that way. Mr. Loki, how you feeling, brother? I see you there. Wait a minute. So finally Blake is on TV? Nice. Yeah, I see you, Mr. Loki. Welcome back, sir. Over here talking about question of the night. The first question of the night. What's something you thought would make you happy when you were younger that doesn't matter anymore? And I was answering, to me. I need to stop saying to me, because everything in the videos is to me. Obviously, it's to me. It's money. Growing up, you had dreams of what kind of job you would have, how much you would make an hour. Even though when I was a child, I think $20 an hour or $25 an hour was a dream. Like, if I could make $25 an hour, I'll be good. And boy, I guess I was shooting low, because I'm worth a lot more than $25 an hour. Shoot, I should be making $100,000 a month, and someday I will. Gotta speak it into existence. Money and moving out your dad's hot place. Oh man, you know what's crazy? Well, I don't know. I guess I was a mama's boy, because moving out to me wasn't like it was to, I guess some other people were moving out because they wanted to be free or whatever. I was more moving out because I had to. Like, it was time for me to grow up and be a man. But I was fine at my house. I was chilling. Mom was easygoing. Her husband was a little rough, but I could hide in my room for a little longer. So for me, leaving was a little different. I don't know if you, from what I'm reading in the chat, what I'm getting is, you probably thought moving out would be so spectacular, like, yo, moving out of my father's house, no rules, get to be myself, get to come home whenever I want. And then you found out everything costs money. Everything. To eat, to sleep, a bed. And everything is expensive depending on where you live. New York is expensive. Rent could be $1,900 a month. Some people make that a month. Like, they live in paycheck to paycheck just to pay. But I got lost. I got lost in the sauce. Back to conversation. But by the way, good answer by Mr. Loki. Yeah, had the same answer as me. All right, let's keep warming up. Question number 2. What's something you wish somebody would have taught you at age 18? And that's a great question for young people. And I hope y'all listen, because I'm going to give y'all the sauce that I wish somebody would have told me when I was 18. credit cards isn't evil, but I wish they would have explained to me what it really was. I didn't know what 29%, 30% RPIs were. I just knew that I got a credit card and sometimes I don't have money, so I gotta use my credit card, which growing up, you grow to learn that if you use a credit card, let's say for something you're purchasing $100, you might end up paying $1,000 for that $100 purchase from all the interest and the late fees if you forget to maybe pay your credit card one time. So all that is money. And I wish people would have taught me that when I was younger. All that money that we pay to credit cards and interest 30%, and that we're comfortable paying credit cards and comfortable paying your car, because your car is another 10 to 8% in interest that you got to pay for the loan. The house, if you did good, like some people like me, you got like a nice 3.5, but it's still interest. If you would be comfortable paying, because there's a lot of people that are comfortable paying all these interests. If you would be comfortable paying yourself the same amount of money and invest in it, just investing it into a level stock. You don't even got to go for nothing crazy like Tesla. Just S&P 500, which is the best 500 companies. If you would invest every dollar that you paid in interest, $200 here, $100 there, 30% there, you would be a millionaire. And I wish somebody would have showed me that. Like I would literally be a millionaire by now if all the money I paid in interest to my credit cards before I paid them off. If I would have used that money and let's say it would have been about $50,000 that I was paid to the credit card. If I would have put $50,000 in the S&P 500 for about 10 years, $50,000 would have turned into about 300 to 400,000. And if you leave it, it's gonna keep gaining compound interest. So, like I said, the money we are comfortable with paying the credit cards and to frivolous things, we could have been rich. We could have been paying it to ourselves. And nah, I don't want it. I'm not gonna put anything on a credit card. I can't afford it. I'm not gonna buy it. And then when I can afford it, I am gonna buy it, and instead of paying the extra money I would have paid for with a credit card, the money that would have been at, let's say the purchase was $400, and I was gonna end up paying $200 in interest. I bought the $400 item with my money, and I took the $200 from my money and I invested it instead of paying into the credit card. Because from the stuff I be hearing, and I'm sorry if I'm for the young people if I'm getting too deep, but yeah, I gotta start learning, because when y'all grow up, you're gonna have to deal with it. The bank, this is what the bank will do with your money, because they slick. Let's say you have $10,000 in the bank. The bank will pay you minimum 3% on your money. But then they'll take your $10,000 and loan it out to somebody for 15%. So they're using your money to make money, more money than you're probably making, when you could probably do that yourself. And it's crazy. And we're okay with it. So that's something I wish somebody would have broke down to me. Maybe, I don't know if my kids know how lucky they are, but if I would have probably had a father to actually like speak to me, well, I don't know, because I do try to talk to my kids, and I feel like sometimes I'm the old head now. Like, they don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear that. But it's like, trust me, I'm trying to tell you information. Like, you're about to be in college. It's going to be your first debt, financial aid. That's going to have interest. So you're going to be getting into the loans. You need to know this information. You should start working now and putting some money to the side so you won't have to get all this, because you're going to be working for the rest of your life trying to pay student loans off. That's the payoff. Borrow the money now and spend the rest of your life paying it, or work a little extra now for like 1 or 2 years to save up for it. Pay for it ahead of time. Trust me, there's people still now, age 40, still paying their college loans. So you will be paying for the rest of your life. Might as well start working now. Like my son, he's already looking for a job. He's 16. Start working now, putting some of your money away. Use some of your money to buy your sneakers or whatever. Put some of your money away. So when you get to college and stuff like that, like, nah, I don't need financial aid. I got about $10,000 in the bank. I got it. Let me see. I feel sorry for kids today because they will have heavy debt because they are, yeah, Mr. Loki, that's the thing. Nowadays, especially, it's so easy. You don't even see your money no more. I remember when, like, I haven't seen money. I've made enough money, but I've never had it in my hands. Like, here you go, $1,000 that you made for the week. Like, I never had it I've never seen the actual money. It's all just numbers on a card that you swipe and you don't really feel it. Like, if you had the physical paper and you go and pay it off and you see it disappear, like, oh no, I got 2 more notes. I need to stop. You don't see that when you got your bank account. You just see numbers. Okay, I got that. All right, swipe, swipe, swipe. By the time you look up, you might be in negative. I gotta wait till I get paid again. Oh my God. But yeah. Stay away. I don't say stay away from credit cards. If you are gonna get credit cards, make sure you pay the balance every month. Whatever you use, if you're gonna use it, I'm gonna use it to put gas, $80. I already have the $80. I'm gonna put it on my credit card and then pay it off from my bank account immediately. If that's what you just trying to build credit, don't hold it. Let me see. Next question. For me, and I said I wasn't gonna say for me no more. Gosh darn it.
Huh?
The next question is, what I'm saying is the next question is probably for me because some of you guys are not old enough. But I don't know how old you guys are, but I suggest take the question for you guys, but use the bracket before you. All right, I'll give you an example. The question is, what's the biggest difference between being 20 and 40? So if you 25, take 25 and 15, you know what I mean? Like, take 10 years off, 10 or 20 years. The difference between being 20 and 40, of course, youth, something you'll never, youth and time, something you'll never get back. For me, again, I keep saying for me, life starts getting a little scarier, especially at age 40, because you're like, you feel like, I don't want to say the countdown has started. I don't want to sound that, I don't want to make it sound that sad, but it's like, I'm getting closer and closer to the deadline. And it's a little scary. It was a lot scarier at 20. At 20, you take a lot of risks that you probably I'm not gonna take at age 40. Because like I said, you're a lot more careful, you're a lot more wiser. You have a full life. Like I'm already a father, husband. I'm about to be a grandfather, y'all. That's crazy. That's breaking news right there. Shit. So it's scary shit, man. Life lets you know that you're getting older. And do I feel the same as when I was 20? I do. I act the same, which scares me because people make me feel, well, not people. Some people make me feel uncomfortable because I do act immature most of the time. And that's the personality I always was. Like I was the class clown. I was the person getting in trouble for doing jokes. So I feel like I try to stay that person. Hence always coming, being a fool here. And I know the older I get, being that foolish person may seem a little immature because I am getting older, but fuck that. I'm going to be myself. I'm going to be who I'm comfortable being. And if you don't like it, close your eyes.
That doesn't work for me, brother.
That's right. Hi, mommy. What are you doing? Go upstairs, mama. So, but yeah, that is some of the difference between 20 and 40. I haven't felt, well, my body does feel different. Like my body gets, the older I get, the more beat up I feel. But I haven't felt like a great shift, like, oh, nah, I'm old. Like, I still feel good. I still am able to do the same job I was doing when I was 20. So I'll let you know how 50 feels. If I make it, if God allows me to, I would appreciate him. All right. Next question. And this one, well, I am able to answer this, but it's a matter of opinion. The next question is, what's the biggest difference between being, okay, I'm reading the same question. My apologies. Let me start again. The next question is, do you think people are happier today? Or do you think people are happier today than they were 20 years ago? Like in time, like 2006? That was like 5 years after September 11 in New York. So we were going through something. I don't know if we were happier, if it was happier time. I know it was a scarier moment, even though it was 5 years. To this day, we still feel a certain way when September 11 comes. So I could only imagine 5 years after, I was still feeling it. So were people happier then? Depending on what part of the world they were, probably. Stuff was cheaper. We are currently at war, I think. Aren't we at war? I think is that right? We're at war. Trying to see I think in 2006 we were currently at war too. Because after 2011 we went to war for a while. So it's kind of similar. That's crazy. Now that we think about it. Similar time, same party running the White House. Same type of war. That's crazy. But to answer the question, I don't think so. It might be the same. Nah. Depending on what part of the world. Like I said, in New York, we was going through something, plus we was at war. So I would say no. People are happier now. And the last of the warm-up questions. What's something you've outgrown but still miss? Something I've outgrown that I still miss was going out clubbing with my cousins when I was younger. Like from around the time I was 21 to around the time I was 25. We every Saturday, Friday and Saturday, they would go out to the clubs. I wouldn't say I would be with them all the time, but once in a while I would join them because they were like club promoters. And I'm not gonna say stuff got crazy because it really wasn't crazy. It was really like fun, just listening to music, watching people walking around half drunk, making fun of people, sometimes dancing. It was dope. But little by little as I got older, I outgrew it. Like even before I got married, like I just started not thinking it was as cool. Plus I didn't like being around people, like too many people, especially in New York. A lot of different attitudes that's been drinking. Like I like being in the peaceful place of my house. So that's one thing that I outgrew, that I kind of miss sometimes. Like, damn, I miss, being in the VIP, having a drink, chilling. All right, that was I think that was the last one of the warm-up questions. Crazy thing is, sometimes I'll be writing some stupid questions because here's one I'll give y'all that I wrote down. Would you rather $1 million right now or $10,000 every month for the rest of your life? And of course, I don't know about y'all, but I would take the $10,000 a month for the rest of my life. Yeah, I don't know how much longer I got, but hey, I'll take my chances that I'll reach $1 million before I die. Keep sending me every month $10,000. Especially if it gets passed down to some. Nah, I think that's too much rules. Like 10,000 till you die. I think I would take that. Trying to see the calculations of how many payments it would take for me to equal out that million they gave me. Divided by 10,000. Wait. I did that wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Divided by 1, 2. So it would in 100 payments, I'll make $1 million. So 100 months. 100 months would be divided by 12 in 8 years. 8.5 years, I would get $1 million. So I would take my chances. Give me the $10,000 a month for the rest of my life. And if I make it, not even if I make it, because I know God is going to take care of me. When I make it to 8 years, everything else is extra. So I'll be making more money. The thing is, some people might need the money instant. Like, I need the money right now. That $1 million, I'll set myself up. Depending on how you do it, if you invest it, you might be able to make more money. But hey, I'll take my second answer. Oh, snap. That's crazy. All right. I got second question of the day, and it's something we've been going through. A lot of those go through. Loyalty. Not a lot of people are loyal. And I guess let's get straight into the question. The question is being loyal to someone who keeps hurting you actually loyalty or stupidity? And it just depends on the situation to me, because I've been hurt by someone that's loyal to me. And I'm still around, and it's not, I don't feel like it's stupidity if you know what the person that hurt you or whatever is worth. Like, that's not something they're gonna do again, type stuff. Now, some people, I've heard stories that I'm like, and you still with them? Like, they obviously playing games with you every which way. That's not loyalty, that's stupidity. But hey, there's a reason why you stay. So yeah, to me, I'm gonna answer it depends on the situation. Because like I said, nobody's perfect. I'm pretty sure there's gonna be a time where you get hurt by somebody that you feel is loyal to you or you're loyal to. And you're gonna have to make a decision if you want to stay in that relationship or if you want to move on. Like, is it worth continuing? Which for me it was. So like I said, it depends on your situation. Not that it's stupidity. It's just every situation is different. Now that's what I was gonna add to it. It's not stupidity as long like, it's not stupidity, but you got to make sure that the loyalty doesn't become disrespect. self-disrespect? I'm trying to see how I explain that. Like, don't be loyal to a fault. That's what I meant to say. To the fault that you're disrespecting yourself. Like, some people will take somebody stepping on them and stick around. And it's like, why? Oh shit. So we're gonna get deep. Next question. Would you rather have a partner who loves you but doesn't understand you, or someone who understands you completely but doesn't love you the same way? Damn. I'm gonna repeat that question because that one was we getting deep. Would you rather have a partner who loves you but doesn't understand you, or someone who understands you completely but doesn't love you the same way? Wow. Let me think deep on that one. Somebody that loves me but doesn't understand me, or someone that understands me but completely doesn't love you the same way. I'll be honest with you guys. The most important aspect of a relationship for me, or the most important thing you're getting from the whole being with somebody, is trying to be loved. So I'm not gonna say I'm kind of in that situation, because I'm understood to a point, but I am a class clown and my wife is a little more serious than me. So I kind of am okay with, I would rather have a partner who loves me but doesn't understand me, because I can still be myself. I don't mind if you don't understand me. You don't have to understand me. You don't have to understand that I like streaming. You don't have to understand that I like doing goofy videos in the middle of the street. But I'm still gonna be me, you're gonna be you, and we're gonna understand each. Well, you're not gonna understand me, but you're gonna love me regardless. At least I'm gonna be loved. The other way, you're gonna understand everything I do. You're gonna agree with it. You might even join some of my videos that I make on Instagram, but you're not gonna love me the same way. So you're not gonna love anything about me. So what does that mean? You don't like anything I do? You don't love that I stream? Or is it you don't love anything about me completely? Like, you don't love how I look, you don't love the person I am, but you understand me completely. Congratulations. What's the point of that if you don't love me? So I'll stick to my original answer. I would rather a partner who loves me but doesn't understand me. That's my answer. That was the point. Which one matters more, being loved or being understood? That's like a secondary question to that question. Which one matter more, being loved or being understood? Like, do you want to be loved? Like, I love this person, or do you want to be understood? Like, I understand everything he tries to do. I don't really love him. That's a tough one. But I'm gonna pick love, like I said. Give me a second. I'm waving through some of the questions because I don't want to sound repetitive, and I want to pick the most important, the most interesting ones. So, I did say we were going to talk about money, and I did have some questions about money because currently a few people on the stream have been like switching careers. Matter of fact, a lot of people, while I've known them here, have either gotten or switched jobs. My boy Lay got a job. My boy Hoach switched jobs. Toe was getting promotions. So I guess my question is making more money actually making people happier? And does making more money make you happier? Or does it get you to spend more, depending on the person you are? The reason I say that is because when I used to make about $200 a week, when I first started at UPS, I remember kind of being happier than later on in life. But I guess I didn't have enough. I didn't have the same responsibilities. I had a cell phone and a car, and that's about it. Now I'm actually like a grown man. I got bills. I got a mortgage. That actually sounds good because not a lot of people have, even in my 20s, but in my 40s, not a lot of people could say they got a mortgage. So I got to give myself props on that. But does making more money make you happier? I'm going to speak from the reverse of that. And it depends on the job you're doing. If you lose money to do a job that you're happier doing that job than the one you was making more money at, then the question becomes a little different. Well, the answer becomes a little different because you can't put a price on happiness. So if you downgrade your job and get paid less to be happy, that's a great trade-off. But then the question is, how stressed are you going to be about money once you do downgrade to be happier? And is the stress of money, does that outweigh the stress of having that stressful job? Everything is confusing. And question number 2 is the same, almost the same. Would you take a job you hate if it pays $200,000? $200,000 a year to do a job you hate. Some people would take it because right now they at a job they hate. They're currently at a job they hate, making less than that. So they'll definitely make the more money to do the same thing they're doing. Not a lot of people are at a job that they love or are happy to wake up to. So I guess for some that sorry, I had to get some loving. For some that answer is a little different than for others. Me seeing it from two spectrums, would you take $200,000? No, I'll take the happiness and I'll pray to God that He gives me the 200,000 from where I'm happy instead of having to go where I'm miserable. That's my truthful answer. Number 3. How much money does someone really need to be financially comfortable? And I'm gonna talk from a retirement point to begin with that. It's crazy because I was actually calculating to be able to retire comfortably and actually get paid out for 20 years after you stop working. Let's say you retire at 55 and you live to be 75. That's 20 years of getting paid from the money you saved up. This is why you gotta save up your money. To live comfortably, just to get paid $40,000 a year for 20 years, love you too, you would need about 1.5 million. I'm not gonna, let me see, I'll tell you right now. 40,000 a year for 20 years. So times 20. Oh, wait. 40,000 times 20. Oh, not divided. I don't know how to use a calculator, man. This is why I'm broke. Times 20. It's 800,000. So if you get paid $40,000 a year when you retire, which is not that much, in 20 years, for 20 years you would have to have 800,000. So 40,000 is actually a little low. Let's see how much it is for 50,000. Maybe you'll be comfortable with that. 50,000 times 20. All right, 50,000 times 20 is $1 million. Perfect. So if you retire at 55 and you want to get paid $50,000 a year from your pension or from your 401k, whatever you saved, because you got to save you got to invest it so it could compound the interest. It could grow. That's how you become millionaires. But if you want to retire at 55 and you live to 75, you're going to need $1 million to get paid $50,000 a year. Minimum. And that's minimum. So how much money, to go back and circle around to the question we was talking about, how much money does someone really need to be financially comfortable? Minimum. I'm going to say 2 million. Because one, you get paid 50,000. If you get two, you could get 100,000 a year. A month, a year. Is it a year? A year for 20 years, which is a good paying job. And you're not working, shoot. And hopefully by the time you retire, most of your big bills are paid, like your mortgage, your car note. So you're just working to just live. Like, I'm going to go get a new car if I want to. Or let's go on vacation every month when I get paid. I don't know. Like, by then you should have everything paid off. So it's not like you're going to use your retirement money to keep paying the house. Hopefully. That's the plan. But the answer is about 2 million to live comfortably. You give me 3, I'll take 2 to get paid out for the rest for 20 years, and I'll invest 1. Next question. Would you rather, and this is perfect for people that are moving out. I wish my boy Toe was out there, because this is a question I would like to ask him. I'll probably save this for when he comes back, but I'll ask you guys now. Man, he's gonna make the video, so he's gonna see this one. Would you rather own a $500,000 house with a $3,000 mortgage, or rent a luxurious apartment for $2,000? So basically, own your own house for $3,000, or rent a luxurious apartment for $2,000. Now, it doesn't say where, because I'm pretty sure that would also make it a little more interesting for my boy Toe. What location? Shoot, if you in Manhattan by my job for $2,000, I'll take it. So it all depends for him, but that would be an interesting question. That's same goes for the house. Maybe the house is too far for him. He don't want a house. For me, and this is the only time I can use for me, because I was talking about somebody else, but I would pick the house. I already have the house. I'm used to it. I've lived in an apartment. It's not something I enjoyed. I sometimes feel like we have apartment-like rules here, which is soon enough going to cost me to buy another house, comfortable. But I'm comfortable with my own space where my kids could do whatever they want. So I'll take the $500,000 house with a $3,000 mortgage. It ain't bad. Question number 5, and this is a serious one. And I guess I could speak to my other half because I know her answer to this question, and we're usually opposed to this, and it's not even the correct way, because usually men are not okay doing this and women are, but in this situation it's the opposite. But the next question is, should couples combine their money? And I guess I, as the man of the relationship, thought we should, because we live combined, like we pay the bills together, and your bills is my bills is your bills type of stuff. That's how I used to feel. But I feel like combining each other's money would be a little confusing, because you don't know who's bringing in what. But at the same time, you shouldn't care who's bringing in what, because all the money belongs to the house, or should be allocated to something, especially if you budget it out. So it's like, I'm on both sides of the wall, but I'm like, I wish we were united enough to be able to do that. Like, yo, we're gonna sit at the table every month or every week and speak about who brought what in and where we're gonna allocate it, and maybe budget together. Maybe make it like a fun little date night, with your little books and notebooks and stuff like that. But it's like, sometimes it doesn't work like that. Like, depending on the type of life you have, you don't, like, stuff that you plan out in your head doesn't work out the way you had planned it. Like, I don't have, the funny thing is I didn't have the life to be sitting at the table and discussing, and I don't even know if we're organized enough to be sitting there and document everything. Hey, this is what I brought in and this is what I'm gonna pay type of stuff. But I was to the point where I would let her like manage everything. Like, here, put everything in one account and pay whatever you need to pay. Like, it's not like I was getting money for myself. Everything goes to the bills. But long answer, sorry. Long personal answer. But that was my answer to combining the finances. It all depends on the type of team that you are with your partner. If you both are like meticulous and can actually sit down and have a game plan every week and do it from one account, then fine. But I'm very disorganized, and I'm pretty sure my wife has so much that she's going through that she's a little disorganized, and we're not going to be able to sit there and manage every little aspect of every bill. So you do your half, I do my half, and let's keep the boat afloat. Next question. Should your partner know exactly how much money you have? That's an interesting question. And the answer is depending on what part of the relationship you are. It's not something you would want to share with on a first date if you do have some money, because you don't want to risk the chance that the person is with you just for that money that you have put away or whatever it is your situation is. So it's not information I would share depending on what part of the relationship you're at. If this is your wife, of course you should know all the money you have. I mean, for the most part, depending on how long you guys have been together, you should have built this money together. So it's technically your money. So yes, she should know about the money that you have, like every dollar you have. It's okay. Like, what are you scared of? She's your wife. If you have made the right choice, you shouldn't be scared of telling her how much money you had. All right? That was an easy one. All right, question number, what question is this? Wait. Question number 7. Lucky number 7. And this one is an interesting one. And it's crazy because I'm giving marriage questions. But if you're not married, just imagine you are and answer the question generically, like if you were married. By the way, make sure you drop a like and a follow. Make sure you subscribe. We're making it to 10,000, on our way to 10,000. We finally made it to 1.3. So we about to blow up, y'all. Question number 7. Is keeping a secret bank account from your spouse automatically wrong? And I think this goes to the same question we had before about your spouse knowing the spouse knowing about the money you have. It is automatically wrong, no matter what the account is for. Because what's the point of hiding it from her if there's nothing wrong with it? If it's a separate account to save for college for your kids, or this is a separate account for when we retire, or this is a separate account for emergencies, like, what's the reason you're keeping it hidden? none of the reasons I just said causes that. Like, your wife would be able to know about that. So that would be my secondary question to that. What is the reason that you're hiding this account from your spouse? Because obviously there has to be a reason. You can't just be sneaky for no reason. Like, I just named a couple of positive things to having a separate account, and none of that constitutes not telling your spouse. So my answer is yes, it's automatically wrong. It has to be. Like, what's the reason? If it's something good, then just tell your wife, hey, I got a separate account for our kids in case they need books or something. Like, whatever it is you're doing it for. If it has to remain hidden from your spouse, it is wrong. So, question number 8. Would you loan your best friend $10,000? Depends if I have it. You know, that's one thing my mother taught me. Or I guess that's one thing that you always sticks in your head. Because I'm pretty sure as adults or as men or as whatever it is you are, I don't want to misgender nobody. That is something we all been taught. Don't ever let nobody borrow money that you can't afford to give them. So obviously, if I have this $10,000 to let my friend borrow, I could afford to give it to him. I just won't because he asked to borrow for it. So I would let him borrow it. Now, the issue I see with that is people act different when they need to borrow money than when they need to pay money. So I would be a little hesitant to let my friend borrow money at the cost of not ruining our friendship. Like I said, some people act weird. When it's time to borrow money, they are the nicest people. But when it's time to pay up that money, all of a sudden is, oh, you want this little money? Oh, I can't believe you gonna make me pay that back. And you become the bad guy. Like, I wasn't the bad guy when I let you borrow the money, but now I'm the bad guy because I need the money back? Come on. So that's the only thing I would be hesitant with. I really don't like borrowing money from anybody so that nobody could borrow money from me. And that's been my rule all my life. Like, I really don't like asking people to borrow anything. Like, I'll figure it out. But other people don't have that rule. So they will ask you no matter what your rule is. Like, you be wanting to tell them, you see, I've never asked you for money. Why you asking? Like, well, leave me alone. Why you asking me for money? But you can't say that. All right, next question, y'all. Next question, y'all. If somebody constantly asks you for money, when do you cut them off? Like, when is the first time you turn around and you tell them,
That doesn't work for me, brother.
like, I'm done. Why you keep asking me for money? And I have gone through this with friends before. It's like, can I borrow $5? Can I do this? And then it really gets annoying when it feels like every conversation becomes about that. Like, we can't even have a normal conversation no more. You always need something, bro. And that's when it gets like to the point where it's like, I'm good. Like, the friendship is not even good enough for me to be annoyed by you. Like, I'm good. You asking for too much. So that's when I would start cutting him off. When it feels like every conversation we have is about money or you being down. Like, oh man, I haven't paid this bill. Like, don't you hate that when you hit somebody up? Hey, what's up, bro? How you feeling? Ah, man, I ain't doing too well. I haven't paid my mortgage. Like, bro, I don't need, like, why you extending all that information? You just trying to, here you go. You're going to spin it around and talk about money. So that's around the point where I would cut him off. And this is going to be the last question. Not of the night, but the last question of this segment of money. Does having money reveal who you really are, or does it change who you are? And answering the questions for myself, I think it reveals who you really are. It doesn't change who you are. Like, you don't change, the money doesn't change you to an asshole. You've been an asshole, and now the money has brought it out all the way because you could be yourself, because you don't really need for nothing. Type of stuff. But if you're a sweetheart and you get money, I think you continue to be. Like, if I got money, I will continue to be the same. I buy food for the homeless now. Whenever I see somebody, I'm like, you need something? I remember doing that plenty of times. You want some food? I'll take them to the restaurant. I don't want you spending the money on something else. So I'm like, I'll go buy the food for you. So imagine if I had money, like, I would continue to be the same sweetheart, probably come through with a cart of food, or go to the cart of food, man. It's free for the hour. I paid for the whole day. So it does bring out who you are. It doesn't change you to that. Would be my answer. All right, random question of the evening about money. And I want you to think about this hard. If your best friend became a millionaire tomorrow, do you think your friendship would change? And I got a lot of aspects to this question. Because I could see it happening. I already told you how I am about asking people for anything. So it would, with me, my best friend would be fine. Like, he'll be a millionaire, and I'm not gonna lie, whenever he would invite me over to his mansion or whatever, or he sends the car over to pick me up, I'll gladly take it and come through. But it wouldn't change the friend that I am. Like, I wouldn't ask him, like, now that you a millionaire, you gotta let me get some money. Like, I wouldn't, like, he wouldn't, I don't think I would even ask him for money, even though I knew he was a billionaire, even when I was in trouble. Like, somebody would have to go behind my back and tell him, yo, you might have to send this to him because he's not gonna ask you. That's the type of person I am. So my best friend would be fine. Now, me, I just told you I'm the sweetheart. And some people take advantage of that. So that's one thing I would have to be aware of. Because not everybody's like me. So they're not going to have the conscience of asking. As soon as something happens or goes wrong, some people will panic and go right to their rich millionaire friend. Oh, I need $1,000 for mortgage or whatever. Like, they will always be their scapegoat for any trouble they have. Oh, I need to buy my son this. So those are the people that the friendship would change them, because the person that just became the millionaire will get annoyed by somebody that kept always bringing them problem. Oh, I need this, I need that. Like, bro, how did you figure it out before I became a millionaire? But at the same time, I do want to be a good friend of you. So it's like a double-edged sword. You got to know when to pull the plug and when you're comfortable enough to help your friend type stuff. Hey, I got to start getting ready for that because, I'm going to become a millionaire. And I got to make sure my friends take it easy on me. Shoot. All right, let me look at my list. Excuse me. All right, I'm gonna let me slow down this music and slow down the show a little. We spoke about money, trying to hit all the aspects. Let me see what I like. Okay, I didn't play nothing. Okay. Hey, I said slow it down though. I'm gonna try that next. I kind of like this though, and I hate because it's about to change. You know what? I'm gonna keep it. That joint was alright. Let's keep that for a little bit as we change the subject. Ask a couple more questions. Hopefully, you guys listening on Apple and Spotify. Hopefully, you guys are able to go into the actual podcast list and maybe drop some of the answers. You want to answer some of it in the comments, or you can always make sure you go on YouTube and go under the video and write your answers or your comments. I will reply to you. Where my music at? There we go. All right. Juan, what's up, brother? How you feeling? The wonderful world of gumbo in the building. Juan Marriville in the building, y'all. Hello, sir. Back to the topic at hand. Here we go. We were supposed to slow it down, but this beat got me. I don't know. I'm trying to see because I don't know if I want to get I don't want to get deep today. I want to keep it easy. I want to try to get deep with my partners here. Oh, pause. Oh no. Huh? It's not what I meant. It's a little bit easier to have somebody to go back and forth. So some of the questions I'm saving for when he's here. Cause I have a lot of like questions that I would like to ask him. I'm gonna save it for the next show, but I'll give you an example. What was the last time you generally asked somebody, are they okay? See, I want him to answer that. Last time I did was actually with him. I wanted to make sure he was okay. Not a lot of men have somebody that do that for them. So as a friend, sometimes I just randomly, you good? Do men need more male friendships? Depends on the friend. I like to be friends with people that have common interests, common like sense of humors, so that when you're being yourself around them, it doesn't feel awkward. I'm not gonna lie, me, the way I am and the way I act around some people feels uncomfortable because you could feel that they're not used to the energy that you bring. So it makes you a little uncomfortable because now you don't want to be the person that you are. You don't want to be yourself. Now you meet people where you're being yourself and they're being themselves, and you're like, man, we're kind of alike. Like we're jokesters. We joke in the same manner as well, and it's like you're comfortable around them. Those are the type of like friends I like to pick. So if I could find, I was trying to crazy. I'm like, whoa, what was my point? If I could find more people like that I could gel with, be myself with, and see myself being okay with being myself with, then I wouldn't mind more male friends. But that takes a lot of vetting. Like you can't just instantly be friends with anybody. You need time around them. You need time to be yourself. You need time to see if the way they are, you're comfortable with that. Like finding friends takes time. But male friendships are dope because you understand each other. Now, this is a great question, especially for me as I'm getting older. Why do friendships disappear as men get older? And I went through this a lot, especially during my 25s as I was getting older. And the reason why I feel friendships and men disappear as you're getting older is because life is changing. When you're from 18 to 25, you're living a certain type of life that the 25 to 40 you is too busy to live, if that even makes sense. When I was 18 to 25, I had time to like have as many friends as I wanted, go out, actually entertain the friendships that I had. Like if I have this is my male best friend, we actually got to hang out. Let's go watch a game, or let's go, do whatever it is friends do. Let's go chill. Let's have a drink. But as you get older, you start dating. And you start having less time for your best friend, and start using most of your free time for the young lady you're either dating or trying to get to know. Because if you're not dating one specific girl, you're trying to get to know a couple of people so that you can finally see if it could be more than just dating. So it takes up all your time. And then after that, if you do meet the right person, or if you feel like you met the right person, then that's something that doesn't stop. Like your interest and concentration is always on her now, because that's your partner. So it's a little harder to share your time with your friends and do the stuff you used to do with them. And some of them might feel a certain way. You don't call them as much. You don't text them as much. You're too busy. You're a father now. You're working 50 hours a week. Your kids are playing basketball. Your wife needs attention. There's so much people now in your life as you got from 25 to 40 that need your attention, that didn't need your attention back then when you was 18 to 25, that you just start to lose friendships because you don't have time to actually uphold them or keep them. Let me see what this dating and work gets in the way. See, that's exactly what I was saying, brother. Life just gets in the way, and some people can handle it. Some friends can handle it. Some friends can't. Because I've had friends that have stopped being my friends because I didn't have time for them. But I also have friends and cousins. I have a cousin that's like my best friend that we could go a whole year without talking. But once we do talk, it's like we never left. Like we never stopped talking. Like we're back to being the best friends as soon as we talk. And those are the friends that I have kept because, like I said, I got 4 kids, I got a wife, I got a house, I got a job, I got a podcast. I got the one thing I'm pressed for is time. And as you can see, I'm usually late. The one thing I'm pressed for is time, and it's hard to disperse it or add somebody to the roster that needs more of your time. So depending on how that person feels is depends on if you're gonna keep that friendship. But like Dawson Chatham? Like Chatham said, it's the time the work and the dating gets in the way. And then if you do end up marrying this person, it's over because it's like a forever thing. You're never gonna have time. On to the next question. Appreciate you participating, by the way, man. Make sure you drop a like I said. Make sure you subscribe, man. We're here every day. Monday to Friday. Mondays we're on 7:30, but Tuesday to Friday we're on at 9. Like a channel, man. We CBS here. We got a show every day. Next question. I got 2 questions. Well, 2 questions in this group. Is man up sometimes good advice or terrible advice? And I've been told to man up plenty of times. I'm from New York. That's something you get told as a teenager all the time. Man up. So honestly, man up is sometimes very good advice. Most of the times when you are using the man up, because I have used it to my teenager, now that I do have a 16-year-old, I gotta start using that word often. Man up, you're gonna be a man soon. I need you to start flying on your own. Like, be ready to be flying on your own. Like, come on, I'm trying to teach him how to fly the plane. He thinks it's a joke. You're gonna be flying this plane whether you want to or not. You're gonna become a man, and you're gonna have to fly your own ship. And I'm trying to teach you how to fly it. So I have told him a couple of times to man up. So I can say that the advice sometimes is real. It's sweet. It's short. It's to the point. And sometimes it's honest. Like, bro, life is much harder than this, whatever it is you're complaining about right now. So I need you to man up and start getting used to manning up, because, like I said, you're going to go through worse and you're going to have to man up. But sometimes it is bad idea. Like, I feel like it's bad advice if you need more. Some guys need more than just a man up. Like, some guys, the way they're acting is because they need to talk, and telling them man up ain't gonna help him. Like, damn, I just needed to speak to you for 5 minutes. And you're like, yo, you need to man up, man. You acting like a little girl. Like, damn, you could have just spoke to me and I could have told you how I felt about the situation. Instead, you just like, man up, man. You acting like a little girl. So those are the two different situations where one is good and one is bad. I've only used it for the most part in the like, man up. Trust me, life is gonna slap you in the face soon. Let me teach you some things before you get to be a man. And next question and last in this group. Who does a man call when everything is falling apart? When you are about to hit rock bottom and live in the basement of that house, as a man, who do you call? I am lucky and fortunate enough to be married. But sometimes even then, like, I don't know if I would feel comfortable being that vulnerable with her. Like the clip from last week. So my answer would be half and half. I'm lucky that I have a wife and I could probably run to her if need to. But every boy, well, I'm not gonna speak for every boy. I would call my mama me. And I don't know if every boy would feel that way, because there's only one person in your life that loves you more than themselves, and that's your mama. Because your mama would have been, I've actually seen it before. Your mama would be willing to die for you. And I've seen it before because there's been situations where women are going to give birth and something happens where there has to be a choice where the lady chooses either I live or the baby lives. And most of those mothers choose the baby. So they would die for you. They've proven that. So I feel like she's the only woman that would die for me. That's my mama. And it's proven. Shoot, some of them almost died while giving birth. So that lady right there that loves me the most, loves me more than herself, is the person I would want to be calling when I'm hitting rock bottom and I need the best advice. Because she's going to give me advice that she would have gave herself. Obviously, I'm flesh of, I'm of her. I came out of her. So the best advice would come from your mama. There's only one man that wants you to be a better man than you, and that's your father. But there's only one person that loves you more than she loves herself, and that's your mama. So that would be my answer. If I was hitting rock bottom, I would call my mama. All right. Moving on to segment to the next segment, which is about relationship court. We're going to try to get we're going to get the comments in a ruffle. We did that with the last video, so we're going to I want to try to do that again. I want to get y'all commenting, getting y'all arguing with me, disagreeing with me. That's fine. I don't mind. So, relationship court. I'm going to put these situations on trial. You tell me who's wrong. And I'm going to pick who's wrong too. So, you can comment below. Especially when I make the clips, make sure y'all comment. Let me know what y'all feel. Let's push these videos to the top. All right, case number one. A couple has been together for 10 years. One person makes significantly more money. Should they automatically pay more bills? Guilty or not guilty? Damn. Now, I'm gonna speak from personal, and I've really never had an example because I never had a man around me. Like I said, I never had a dad, so I never got to see an example of this. But I always felt it was right, and it always been like that in my household. Not saying that I do more than her, because I feel like we do a lot with what we got on both sides of the ship. So we're upholding our ends. But that's one thing I always believe, especially as the man, because I don't know if this could work the other way around. But as a man, if you make more money than your wife, I feel like comfortably either you're paying more bills or you're at least paying the mortgage completely by yourself. And then you and the wife have split in or come to an arrangement with the rest of the bills. Like I'm paying the big bill, the mortgage. I'll pay our home. And then the other little things we'll talk about, the lights in the house, maybe that'll be you. The little small stuff, the food. Not saying that it's minimum stuff, because your side of the ship wouldn't be able to exist without mine, and my side of the ship won't be able to exist without yours. So we don't see it as I'm paying more money. We're seeing like we're upholding each part of the bargain. So I always felt that it's fair that way, because the mortgage is the biggest bill. So if I could take care of that, and then you take care of the little bills, and it doesn't add up to the mortgage, it's more fair because you don't make the same amount of money as me. So if I'm okay paying the mortgage, or if I'm comfortable paying that, then I would understand that you are able, or you're comfortable paying that, the other end, and we're both comfortable as a couple. So we're living good, like we're upholding our bargain. So yes, that would be my answer. As a man, if I make more money, I am expected to pay more, and I'm okay with that. Now, my question to you guys: if the situation is reversed and the woman is making more money than the guy, how comfortable is the guy allowing the woman to pay more bills than him? Like, would I be okay with like if the situation was flipped and my wife made a lot more money, and she's like, okay, from now on I'm gonna be paying the mortgage and you pay for all the little bills on the side? I don't know how, like as a man, if I would, and that's crazy to say that, because the situations have turned around, and before they were flipped, everybody was okay with me paying for what I was paying for and you paying for what you was paying for. Why, when the situation is flipped, you're not okay? Like, I don't feel okay with you paying what you pay for and me paying for what I'm supposed to pay for, if that makes sense. Like when the roles are switched, I don't feel as comfortable. Like if my wife made more money than me and she was paying more bills than me, I would feel a little inferior, even though it would be okay because she makes more money than me, so she should be fine. Damn, that's a hard one. If the roles are reversed with the woman making more money than you, are you comfortable with her paying more bills than you? I think so. Cause it depends. Maybe that you're gonna have to let her pay more bills because you can only afford to pay the smaller ones, even though your ego hurts. And it depends on the wife you have, because hopefully the wife you have doesn't hold it to your head that she's paying more bills than you. Like, we're a team, babe. Don't worry about it. Matter of fact, we got a joint account, so it doesn't matter. I don't even see how much money I make. But that was a good question. Even reversed, even better. Oh no, that's not even a question. That was case number 1. My bad. I forgot the game I was playing. I'm playing relationship court. Hold on. Let me read Dawson's comment before I get into the comment. If you're married, should you share your money as one, or each of you have your own money? That's crazy because I actually that was one of my questions, and I brought my situation into light because I'm married, and we don't share the same bank account. We actually, like, she has a set of bills she pays, I have a set of bills I pay, and then we hold the ship up together. And we've always been that way, so we're used to it. And for us, it's a little less stressful because she's handling her part of the fight and I'm handling my part of the fight. And we don't all got to think about every bill together. Like, every bill. You have the bills you got to think about. I got the bills I got to think about. So we usually don't share our money. I mean, if she needs something, or if I feel like, well, in the later years of as I'm getting older and becoming a man and I'm learning stuff, I've been making like a little allowance for her from like, here, now I could give her some money so that she could be okay. So it could work both ways, Dawson. If you're married, I've seen people that share every bill, share an account. They put their money into one account. They pay all the bills from one account, and everything was fine. But I would have loved to try to see if that would have worked for me, but we never was used to it. After 15 years, it's been a while, so we can't really change the way we are now. So we're the type that each of us has their own money, pays their own bills, and handles their half of what they need to do. And it's worked for us for almost 15 years. So it all depends on your partner and who you're with. That was my answer before. But continuing, relationship court. I gave you the first one. A couple has been together for 10 years. One person makes significantly more money. Should they automatically pay more bills? I'm going to say yes, so guilty. Case number 2. Your partner checks your phone while you're sleeping. They don't find anything. Are they wrong? I'll answer this from personal situation. Are they wrong? No, they're not wrong, because they should be able to. Your phone should be clear of anything that they should find to ruin the relationship. But at the same time, it's like, to me, you are a little wrong, because it's like you're trying to look for, like, what is it of the relationship that's bothering you that you got to try to find something to ruin us? Type of stuff, I feel like. But like I said, it's a double-edged sword, because she should be able to go through it whenever. So it's crazy to say. It's like I feel like she should be able to go through it whenever she wants, but you don't want her like having to feel that she has to go through your phone type shit. So that's kind of my question. Like, is she wrong? She's not, but she is. Like, why do you feel that you have to look? Like, now that you haven't found her and you feel like a dummy, but why did you feel like you had to look? Like, obviously there's something wrong. So I'm going to say guilty. You are wrong. Case number 3. Your partner's best friend doesn't like you. Do you tell your partner to do you make an ultimatum to your partner? Like, do you tell them you choose your friend or me? Or do you live with that friend that doesn't like you? I feel like it depends on how far in your relationship you are. If you're married to somebody and their best friend doesn't like you, and it's making it's making your relationship with your wife a little awkward, then asking her to remove that friend seems a little more reasonable than you asking somebody that you've been girlfriend boyfriend with for like a month, and you're already like, she's not gonna want to lose her friend already for you. As a husband and wife, like, this is my husband, this is my wife, this is the partner I'm gonna be with for the rest of my life. So if my friend is making them uncomfortable, then I have to remove my friend. So depending on what point of my relationship I am, I would say yes, the partner does tell them to choose. Case number 4. Your ex calls you when they're going through a tough time and you're currently in a relationship. Do you answer? Hell nah. Because I bet you the person you're in a current relationship with is not gonna like that you're talking to your ex, no matter what situation it is. It could be a situation where you're really just helping. Shoot, I have a child who wants somebody and she doesn't even like me talking to, like, she feels weird about that. So, and that's a must talk to. So I could imagine if it was just, we didn't have no kids together and she was just calling because I went through a breakup and I needed to talk to you. Man, my girl would have had a heart attack. So no, you don't answer it. You know that's gonna lead to problems, no matter how you twist it. Case number 5. Your partner makes significantly more money than you. They offer to pay off your debt. Would you accept? Ooh. I told you the type of person I am. I don't like accepting money or loans from anybody. So I would feel a little weird. I would feel like I owe them whatever it is they paid off. Now, it depends. Excuse me. It depends on what significantly more money is. Like, if your wife was Bill Gates, and damn, I hope your wife don't look like Bill Gates. Huh? But you know what I mean. If your wife owned the company that was making all that money and she was rich, I think that would be a different type of story. For me, I wouldn't feel as bad. Like, I know it's not my money, but she has so much of it that if she pays my little debts off, like, thank you. I appreciate that. To you, it probably felt like $1. So it hurts me a little less than it would if my wife was making a regular amount of money, like 100,000, and she uses money that she could have used for herself or her own bills to pay off my debt. It would feel different. So it depends on how rich my wife is. Ooh. All right, so I'm gonna end the questions. Well, I'm not gonna end the question. I'm gonna end the questions to this case with a serious one, and then we're gonna jump into some rapid fire till the end of the show. Appreciate y'all rocking with me. Like, make sure y'all drop a like. I know I'm sounding repetitive. Make sure y'all drop a follow. Make sure you subscribe. We're gonna get the show out to everybody. Last question of the case, and it's a big one. Can you love somebody and still know that you shouldn't be with them? And that's a deep one. I'm gonna let that breathe for a little. I might even repeat it. Can you love somebody and still know that you shouldn't be with them? That's a deep question. And I've been in a relationship with my wife for a really long time. I really wasn't in the dating pool for long. So I really didn't get to experience that. Like loving somebody that I know I'm not supposed to be with you type stuff. Even though me and my partner sometimes bump heads to the point it's like, damn it. Like, we bump heads so much that we're opposite. So it feel like, are we supposed to be together sometimes? Like, we're so opposite. But it's like, everything is a lot different when you really know you're not supposed to be with somebody. Like, you know when you're not supposed to be with somebody. I've never been through that situation. My boy, my co-star, Mr. Toe, from the stories I've heard, I've seen him go through a situation like this, and you like so lost in that negative love that you don't realize how hurtful this relationship is to you. But when you look at it from the outside after you survived it, you realize you should have never been in it. So I've seen him go through that a couple of times. So you can love somebody that you can't, that you know that you shouldn't be with. Now, are you wise enough to not be with them is the question. Because some people are not wise enough to stay away and end up having lots of issues and problems. All right, so last segment, because we got a couple of minutes left before I get out of here. And I want to do my new usual thing. My new usual thing is the rapid fire, where I just start shooting comments at you guys. Questions. Then I try to make good clips out of them. So, all right. Let's finish up, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna finish up with some great questions. Rapid fire, this to that. My new segment. This might be a segment I do every week. I might do it for every. It's a little hard because I got to come up with different questions, but I might do it for every every stream, where at the end I asked my co-podcaster or whatever it's called these questions. But at the same time, I do ask you guys, and then we cut it up in videos, and you guys could add your comment, and I'll be able to reply to that as well. Rapid fire questions. We don't explain these. We just fire them off. But I make it a little different because since I'm by myself, I need to cover some space, so I give myself time to answer it. So when they're there, it's probably going to be more like a rapid fire where you don't have to explain it. But now it makes it a little more interesting if I speak a little more. So I'll be explaining it a little more. All right, question number 1. We're gonna pick one: love or money. And I'm bringing it all together because this was one of the questions from earlier about work and doing a job that you don't like, or getting paid less to do something you love. So I'm gonna stick to the original answer I've been having. I'm gonna pick love over money, because we already said we wouldn't go to a job that we hate to make more money. So the value of being happy and loved, it supersedes money. Next one: peace or passion? Damn. I don't know why, but I've always loved peace. I've always loved being in peace. So I'm gonna pick peace over passion. But no answer would be wrong there, because passion is also something you need in life to be successful. But I can't live without my peace. Like, I moved away from the city just to be in peace. So I'll pick peace. All right, next one: rich and lonely, or broke with the love of your life? Damn. Oh man, that's a good one. Rich and lonely, or broke with the love of your life? Since I'm married, I'm gonna be cliche and pick broke with the love of my life. But I ain't gonna lie, if I wasn't married, I damn sure wouldn't mind being rich and lonely. You ain't gotta visit me. I'll be in my McMansion. I'll be lonely as hell driving around in my Ferrari. I'll be lonely as hell playing basketball in my own basketball court. Oop, I'm crossing myself. Whip, whop. I'll be lonely as hell running around my own baseball field. I'll be lonely as hell in my own plane. La 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 la. Wait a minute. Let me see. Is my scene? Do I have my scene? Wait a minute. I'll be lonely. Let me see. Boom. Shit, I'll be lonely as hell right here on my plane. I don't need no passengers. All right, let me adjust. I'm fixing this right in front of y'all so y'all can see how it's done. Boom. I'll be right here on my plane. How do you flip this? Vertically or horizontal? Bingo. Look at that. Fix myself in front of y'all. Boom. I'll be right on my plane by myself. Lonely as fuck. Happy as hell. I'm rigged, bitch. Right here on my plane. Nobody needs to be with me. Well, that's bullshit, because we say that now. And then once you're on that plane by yourself, you wish you had a loved one to share all this joy with. Like, damn, I wish such and such was here with me, or somebody to enjoy this money with. But like I said, I ain't gonna lie, I sure would pick. I wouldn't mind rich and lonely. Neither. I'll buy somebody to be. I'll buy somebody to be interested in me. Here's $100. Act like you love me. Sit right there in this plane. Be quiet. Let me stop. I'm just joking. I don't want nobody to think I'm an asshole. All right, next question. Which one do you pick? Forgive or forget? Forgive or forget? I'm going to choose forget. Because if I'm able to forget what you did, then forgiving you wouldn't matter. If I forgive you, I have to remember, doesn't mean I forget what you did. I just choose to forgive you and continue the friendship or the relationship we had. But I'll never forget what you did. Matter of fact, it's going to be in the back of my head for the rest of my life. As a matter of fact, it might even change the type of relationship that we have because now I'm thinking about what you did. And I might not even trust you. It's going to ruin the type of person I am because I'm not going to trust that you're doing what you say you're doing. And you probably are doing what you say you're doing, and it's going to be annoying to you. So it's going to change the person we are. So even though I have forgiven you, the problem that I forgave you for changed the whole relationship. Now, if I forgive you, if I forget, we could go back to being normal. I don't even remember. You can't really suffer. Not that you don't suffer, but I guess you don't feel. You can't feel something you forgot. Like you can't feel the pain of something happening to you if you forgot about it. So I'll choose forget. Next question. Stay friends with an ex or block them forever? And I'm married, so this is a quick answer. I'm going to block them forever because they're just going to cause problems. Like there's nothing positive about having an ex as a friend, especially if you have another partner. There's nothing that could come of that unless your partner enjoys it. Hey.
Huh?
Oh shit. This is something that this is a question that as a man you go through a lot. Because growing up, you learn to lie to protect yourself or to not have to deal with how somebody would have dealt with the truth. So this question is good. Would you rather a truth that hurts or a lie that protects you? So basically, would you rather know the truth? Or would you want that person to lie to you so that you won't have to feel the pain of the truth? And maybe I'm wrong for this, and maybe I'll be looked at differently for this, but I'll go with the same answer from forgive and forget. If I forget, I don't have to deal with the pain of having to forgive you. So if you lie to me, it protects me from the pain of having to know the truth. But it's crazy because every adult, every human would want to know, even though it's painful. But damn, like I wouldn't want people lying to me, but then I would want people to lie to me so I won't have to know the truth about that painful. Damn, that's a tough one. Listen, for now, lie to me to protect me from whatever it is, because the truth is going to mess up my aura. I'm trying to get to the time. I'm trying to blow up this podcast. You messing me up. This next one is easy. Family or money? We're going to pick family. Anytime. We don't even need to explain that one. Best friend or romantic partner? We're bringing it all together because we said that. Why does friendship change? But we're going to pick romantic partner because romantic partners should be doing a lot more for you than your best friend. Your romantic partner's smelling your dirty ass, sleeping next to you. They smelling your fart. They live with you. They they fucking take care of you. Take care of your balls. So your best friend don't do none of that.
Huh?
Would you take 100,000 today or $1 million in 10 years? That's a tough, depending on what situation I am in. In the situation I am today, I'll take the 100,000, pay off my house, or at least half of it, and that would make my life change drastically. Just from that, my mortgage would go down. I wouldn't need as much money if I do. I'll be able to do whatever I want. I might be able to work 1 or 2 days a week. So just that would drastically change my life. But $10 million in 10 years would set me forever. Like I wouldn't even have to work. I am going to have to work, even though you gave me the 100,000, I am going to have to work for the next 10 years. And probably past that. But if I wait for 10 years and get that million, yes, I worked for the 10 years till I got the million, but after that, I wouldn't have to work. So that's a great question. I'll probably take the million in 10 years then. Tough it out for 10 years, work. Once I get my million in 10 years, I'm done. I'm retired. That's my retirement plan. And I'm ready to go from there. Because if I get the 100,000 now, I'm just going to pay some bills. And I'm going to have to continue to work and build retirement and stuff like that. Even past the 10-year mark. Next question. Would you rather be respected or ever asked? I actually loved to ask this one to the guy, so I'm going to go next. All right, this is a good one. Would you rather lose your phone or your wallet? And I think I'm going to answer this one. It's still going to hurt either way. But I would rather lose my phone. My wallet has so many things that I'm going to have to call and cancel. I'm going to have to call and cancel all my credit cards. I'm going to have to order me another ID. I'm going to have to order me another. I may even have to order me another social. I don't know if my social is in my card. If I lose my wallet. And I'm going to have to be scared that somebody stole my identity. If I lose my phone, I'll be able to cancel it from wherever the hell I am. And if you even have an app that'll delete all your stuff, you might not even have the information on your phone when they get it open. So I would rather lose my phone. All right. Next question. Would you rather have unlimited money or unlimited time? That's easy. A lot of people that are dying would trade all their money for time. So that means time is worth a lot more than money. So I'm going to pick unlimited time. Okay. And this is a great question for me because I always ask myself this question. Would you rather be famous or anonymously? Okay, let me repeat that again. Would you rather be famous or anonymous and wealthy? And I thought I would take it either or. Like, matter of fact, I thought I would rather be anonymous and wealthy where nobody knows who I am, nobody bothers me, nobody asks me for money, nobody knows that I'm wealthy. Like, nobody knows who I am. I made my wealth in a way that I didn't have to that people didn't have to know that I was wealthy. So I could walk around the normal the normal money winners and act like I'm one of them and not be harassed or not feel uncomfortable because people know. So I could be myself. I could even dress down and hide amongst people. So I always wanted to be anonymous and wealthy, but I feel like my destiny, I feel like God bred me to be famous. Like the personality I have wasn't one. It's not a personality to be kept away from people. Like everybody should see me. And I always felt that way. So I always wanted to be famous. Even before the podcast, even when I was young. So I'm going to stick to what my heart. I would want to be famous and rich. Like, I don't mind if you know. I don't mind if you want to take a picture with me. I don't mind if you come up to me and need an autograph. Like, I'm pretty sure it would get annoying. Like, Eminem used to say, like, don't come up to me when I'm eating with my daughter and stuff like that. But hey, I'm famous. I'm used to it. Don't worry about it. People are going to come up to me and ask for my autograph. But yeah, that is the last question of the rapid fire. And crazy thing is, I showed up about, I'm going to say like 5 minutes late, but I went over by 15. So I do have other segments that I'm actually going to save for when the guys are here. And I'm going to skip forward to the the final question of the night. And I'm always going to have one like that. I'm going to set it up like that. I'm going to have rapid fire questions. Then I'm going to have a final question of the night, even when my boys are here. The final question of the night. Music, please. All right. If you could sit down with your 18-year-old self for 5 minutes, what's the one thing you would tell him? Don't fall into the rat race. Go after your dreams. Go after your passion. Try to make money that way. Instead of finding a job that pays you $25 to work for somebody else's passion, because somebody else was the one that started that company. So it was somebody else's passion. Use the time to actually find the passion of your own that pays you. So that every day that you wake up, it feels like you're on vacation. Whew. What a way to end it.
Damn.
That is the final question of the night. We'll probably be making a clip of that one, so be on the lookout. I'm going to be posting it to Instagram. Make sure you follow me on Instagram. Make sure you follow the Nukkle Hedd Network on the Instagram. Make sure you follow the Nukkle Hedd Network on TikTok. We're going to start posting on there. I'm going to see if I get the Discord running again. We're going to start rolling the Discord. We're going to start. That's it. We made it to 1.3. It's time to start running this business like it's supposed to be ran. And definitely we're going to upload the shorts to YouTube. So make sure you follow us on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. Make sure you comment on everything so that they push us out to other people so new people can start joining. And don't be scared to leave a comment. I'm going to answer to all of them, whether it's negative or positive. I'll at least let you know that I actually saw it. Drop a like, drop a follow. Be here back on Monday, 7:30. Monday Night Raw watch along. And that's it, guys. You guys have a great weekend. Tomorrow's Saturday. so we're not here. Like I said, we're back Monday. It's been my pleasure hosting you for the week. I do not know if I got to host you next week, but if I do, I am more than ready and able. I found that out the last 2 weeks. So we'll be back next week. And if I'm here, the one hosting you, it would be my pleasure. I hope you guys join. Dulce, appreciate you coming through, dropping your comments, keeping me company. Raw is on earlier Monday. Okay, so we'll figure out. Usually when they're like in places like Australia and stuff like that, we usually we start it at 7:30. We do the watch along, but we skip through the commercials, so it ends a little sooner. But usually we stick to the same schedule. We don't, since we work, it's a little tough for us to start earlier. So Dulce, what we do is, if you want, you could watch it at 6 and then come back and just chill with me as I do the watch along at 7:30. Ladies and gentlemen, that has been it for the night, though. Like I said, it's been my pleasure hosting you. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for rocking with me. You could have been anywhere else, but you was here with me, and I appreciate it, man. Y'all have a good night. It is your friendly neighborhood knucklehead signing out. Look at that. I'm from saying so much throughout the week. I'm actually able to say it smoothly now. Friendly neighborhood knucklehead signing out, man. Y'all have a good night. Appreciate y'all.